The next model we are going to look at is Manfred Gerlach's model, circle model of English. This model was presented in 1988. It is very similar to MacArthur's wheel model. It also has standard English at the center of the circles and is then surrounded by different regional standard Englishes. This model is considered better organized or better organized with greater depth than MacArthur's circle. It places different varieties in a series of expanding rings. So, next to the center, we have a ring which includes which comprises regional and national standards, regional and national standard Englishes, for example, African English, American English, Canadian English, Caribbean English, South African English, etc. Then we have sub or semi-regional standards, which include Englishes like Indian, Irish, Kenyan, Papua New Guinean, etc. The third ring of this circle comprises non-standard Englishes, for example, Aboriginal Englishes, Jamaican English, or Yorkshire dialect. And the final ring of the circle comprises Englishes which are almost non-standard and extremely nativized, for example, Pidgins and Creoles. Some examples include Cameroon Pidgin and Tok Pisin, which is Pidgin used in Papua New Guinea. Let's take another look at the model with the help of this picture. So at the center we have the World Standard English. In the very next ring we have national and regional standard Englishes, for example, Canadian English, Caribbean English, etc. In the next ring, this one, we have semi-regional standard Englishes, for example, Indian English, Kenyan English, Hong Kong English, etc. And in the final ring here, we have varieties which are almost non-standard and dialects, for example, Yorkshire dialect and some Pidgins and Creoles. Also notice that further a variety moves from the center, the more unintelligible it gets from the standard, or more different it gets from the standard English. So the distance decreases the mutual intelligibility of different varieties of English. So it will be very difficult for the speakers of standard English to understand people who speak, let's say, a Yorkshire dialect or a Pidgin or a Creole. So this model shows that different varieties of English, the further they move from the center, the more mutually unintelligible they get.